All right, we're going to start our two-color brand logo. First thing you need to do is either make up a brand logo or you're going to find one of your own. I really like the new Pepsi logo that came out last spring. So I did a search for a new Pepsi logo, and I'm going to take the snipping tool. Remember, you can type in snip in here, grab your snipping tool, click on new, and we'll just take a picture of this new logo. And I'm going to save this to my vinyl folder on my desktop. So I go desktop, Mr. Hill CAD, vinyl, and save. Okay. So in Inkscape, we can bring that logo in by going File, Import. And let's grab our logo, hit Open. And here it is. So we are going to use Inkscape to trace this logo, and we're not going to use the Bezier tool. What we're going to use is a tracing tool called, underneath the Path menu, Trace Bitmap. And you need to do that when the object is selected. This will pop up a menu on the right side of the screen. A lot of times, the default mode will give you a good preview of what it's going to look like, and this actually looks pretty good. I can play with these bars over here. Threshold can do a lot of different things, as you can tell down here on the preview. As I move this bar, different areas will turn black and white. What I want is everything black and white that I want traced. So that looks good to me. So what I'll do is update preview, take a look at it here. If I like it, I'll hit apply. And now it traces the image that we brought in. If I click and drag, I can see we have our new image trace. All right. The JPEG, I'm just going to set off to the side, and we're going to focus on this logo here. Now, what's really great is we can treat this like an object that we made in Inkscape. I can come over here to fill and stroke, and I can take the fill out. I can add a stroke. And so this could be then cut on the vinyl cutter. But what I need to do is separate this out. And I'm actually going to separate this into 3 layers because if I look back, I see a black, a red, and a blue layer. So we'll do 3 layers on this one. So how am I going to do that? Well, we're going to treat this a little bit like the Bullseye project. And the first thing we're going to do is, let's go ahead and make our registration marks over here. So we're going to go, we'll just do a 1 by 1. And I'll copy that, paste it, bring that over here. Let's set it nice and close, but not touching the logo. We don't want to waste a bunch of vinyl. All right. So I'm going to actually grab, I'll highlight everything here. Actually, I'm only going to highlight my squares. And we are going to align these horizontally. So they line right up there. Then I'm going to group these. After I've aligned them horizontally, I will group them. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit closer. I'm going to use the arrows on my keyboard to go a little bit closer to my logo. Save a little bit more material. All right. So we need to create our 3 layers. All right. And what we'll do is select the logo and underneath path, go break apart. And now each of these lines has become its own object. So we need to think about our different layers. Let's start with a simple one, which will be our top one. I believe that's the red layer on the Pepsi logo. I'm going to click the top wave in each of these squares, and I'm going to do a control copy and paste. And this will be our red layer. I'm going to move this off to the side, and I'm going to group this layer. All right, so these are all grouped. That way, if I click on one of them, I have all of them. Okay, let's do the blue layer, the bottom wave. And click here, hold down Shift, click on my registration marks. Let's go ahead and group it now. Maybe that'll be easier. Group, and then I'll do copy, paste. And let's drag this right over. If I hold down Control and I scroll my mouse, I can zoom. And let's bring this over here, and we're going to set them pretty close. Oh, I can't. That would be pretty amazing. Actually, these are going to be their own individual files. My bad. So we'll set them off to the side. These will be saved individually later. And the last layer is the, if I look back, is the black layer. So I need this ring on the outside and the text. So come in here. I think I need to grab each of these circles individually. Good. And then each letter and even the little drops on the inside need to be grabbed. All right. I'll hold down Shift and select our registration marks. Oh, I think we grouped this too early. I need to ungroup this. That was done too early. I grouped that in. So now I'm going to grab registration marks. Oh, hold down Shift. Grab all the black layers. And we'll copy and paste. And let's move this one to the top. And I want to group this as well. And group all these, object, group. All right. I'm going to take this design here, put it off to the side. No longer need it. And let's take a quick look and make sure that this is what we need to be saving here. So they all look good to me. What I'll do is I'm going to take my top layer, go Control Copy, File, New, Control Paste, and I'll say File, Save As. In the vinyl folder, looks like I'm on Desktop, Mr. Hill CAD, Vinyl. We will call this one Black. PEPSI, Black Pepsi, Hill. And we'll make this the PDF. Save. All right. I like to put the color in the title of the file so that I know what color to load for each one. All right. Now that that's saved, I can just go ahead and delete that. We'll go down to our Inkscape, our old one here, and select our next layer. This is the red layer, so I will go copy. And then if I go down the menu bar, we can go to our new Inkscape, paste, and we'll go File, Save As, Red, Pepsi Hill onto vinyl, and this will be a PDF. All right, got that saved, delete it, go back to our original, click here, this will be our blue. I'll do a copy, go to our paste on our new one, File, Save As, PDF, blue. Okay. So we don't need this file anymore. Don't need to save it. There's really nothing to save there. This file I want to save, and I'm going to save everything on it in case I need to make an edit. So this file, I want to go File, Save As, go Pepsi, logo, 3 colors, Hill. And this will be an SVG. I want to double check. We're under desktop, Mr. Hill vinyl, and save. All right. So now we need to take those PDF files to the vinyl cutter. So I will plug in my USB. And here's my USB drive. I'm going to go to desktop, Mr. Hill, vinyl. And we need to put our 3 we got 1. I'm going to hold down control and click the next one. And red. Hold down control and click it. I will drag these to the USB drive. You can do those one at a time as well. And then I want to make sure that black, blue, and red all made it onto the drive. And then I will eject this and take it up to the vinyl cutter for some happy cutting.